Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to listen and watch. That means that this resonated with you. That's why you clicked the video and why you'll stay here. That's how all my works work. I hope that you can hear me just fine. I have a binaural playing in the background for a reason, and it is for intuition to help clear away any blocks that are blocking your intuition, your clarity. So anything here in the headspace, really. But, also, I'm feeling with this binaural, I'm feeling movement in my higher heart and my heart chakras. Yeah, I needed a moment here. I want to take a moment. Things are so different. I used to do videos in nature, and it helped me so much when I was in front of a camera, realizing that I'm sitting in front of a camera, but I need to be myself and communicate authentically. So I wanted to share a dream that I had, and not like I have a goal or anything like that. Literally, I had a dream. I don't know where Wolfgang just went. I had a dream either the night of the new moon, or it was the night after the new moon solar eclipse. And it was so profound and vivid. And so many parts of it were lucid. And, I have many dreams, and sometimes it can be fuzzy where I'm not sure if it's literally a reality I became consciously aware of, a realm that I traveled to, or if it's a message. But sometimes I can tell, I know, and this is the case, this place. I can tell it was an actual place that I was at, whether it is a different reality other than this one here, where you are watching me. Either I was becoming consciously aware of a different reality that I also operate and exist in, or it is a realm that I go to or have been going to often, as my physical form rests here in this realm. Regardless of that fact, this was a place that I'm becoming more and more aware of. I'm thinking it's the same place I've been visiting lately. I vaguely have these, I'll wake up and remember just these weird little bits, and it's so strange. It's the only thing that I would wake up and remember is a strange way to enter into this place. And the way to enter into this place is like this huge incline, like a highway, or it's some kind of road or mechanical structure, but it takes you up, high up, and then into but you have to go up, like just, and it's like such a dramatic incline, a dramatic incline. And so my brain would relate it to, you know, like huge water slides or rides at an amusement park. And after I had the dream a few days ago and I was writing about it, I was like, man, this entrance, it's familiar, because now I'm remembering other dreams where I just remember this, that I'm going up, really high up to get into a place. So there's that detail, okay? And so in this dream I had recently, you know, I had the awareness that this place is like a hotel. It's some kind of place of accommodation, some kind of facility that's gigantic. It's like ginormous. It's ginormous. It's got tons of fucking people in there. And I just had the feeling like there's tons of rooms, like where people sleep or whatever. But there's also a lot of areas in this space where, like entertainment areas. I remember seeing a swimming pool, a really large rectangular, narrow rectangular swimming pool. And there was something that happened with that, but there's certain things about the dream I don't really want to mention. I want to really skip to the part about this storm that was coming. In this place, I was by myself and with a group of people. I was with a family member that in this reality, this realm, we are not exactly resonating. Some things occurred last year. This person did some hurtful things, and although I've wanted reconciliation, this person doesn't want to talk about it or ask for forgiveness, anything like that. And so, you know, I removed myself from the person. There was a lot that happened last year where my partner and I realized we had to separate ourselves from quite a few people. There was so much going on around that eclipse, and those who were ready to cross over crossed over, and those who didn't, and a lot came up. And a lot came up for everybody, especially like family karma, generational karma, and ancestral karma, and those who were willing to really see it and want to clear it and to create that passage stood there and did that. And I have some light language that came forth. I'll attach that. But I'm getting off topic there. So the point is that this person, particular person, who in this reality I don't really interact with, this person was there in the group with me. And then there was one of my brother's best friends in this reality was in this group with me. And then there was a girl that in this life, in the dream, in this place, I didn't really recognize her at all. And she was with her partner, her boyfriend or husband, whatever. So this comprised our group. I've got some allergies, so excuse me. And it's possible there was another couple with us, but I can't really remember. What stood out was this one girl with her boyfriend, and there's a reason for that. So I'm with this group, and now we are very aware that a storm is coming. Everybody got word that this huge chaotic storm is coming, and everyone needs to take shelter. So with this group, and we're running, and we find a pickup truck, and so we begin to shove ourselves into this pickup truck. I mean, you know, a pickup truck, it's not that big in the front, right? And like I said, there was this girl with her boyfriend, my family member, and this other guy, and then me. So at least 5 people. If there really was another couple with us, that makes it 7. So it's 5 to 7 people, and we're trying to shove ourselves inside of this truck, and we can see the oncoming storm, right? And I can feel everyone with me. Everyone is in fight or flight response. They're in survival mode. They're literally trying to shove themselves inside. And at this point, I can see everybody is just thinking about self. They're thinking about themselves. You know what I mean? So like in that moment, I can see like nobody's saying, "Oh, hey, here, let me open the door. You go in first, ladies first." Nothing like that. Literally, everybody's just like, "Ah!" and like running and trying to shove themselves inside of this truck. And so when I had the awareness of that, I'm like, wow, look at us. I mean, because even me, I was trying to shove myself in, and somehow I ended up at the end of the group on the driver's side. And so I just stopped myself and said, I need to let go of fear. I need to stop freaking out and just be more mindful. So I let everybody get in, and then I got in and I took the door. I'm on the driver's side. I took the door and I closed it as much as I could, but we were so crammed in there that only like half of my body fit into the truck. So I've got half of me like inside, and then half of me is hanging out of the truck, like my right leg and my right arm, like all of this, my right side of my body. Oh my God. And as I say that, that's freaking hilarious. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. So my right side of my body, my masculine side of my body. I didn't think about that when I was writing down my dream, but now that I'm saying it out loud and in front of a camera, it's hitting me. Oh my God. Okay, so my right side of my body is hanging out of the truck, and I take the truck door and I try to close it as much as I can. You know, I bring it all the way to my body with the right side still hanging out. I can't do anything about it. I can't push myself inside of it any further. I can't, there's just no room. And at this point, I bring myself to a calm and I look straight forward, because I got in, the way I got in, I was facing away from the windshield and facing the body, the back of the truck, right? So I have the door handle and I'm closing the door this way, facing the back of the truck, and I can see the storm. And when I actually look at it, 1 minute it was a swirling mass of darkness and what appeared to be like sand and just debris swirling around, just this crazy chaotic, like, right? But then when I looked at it again, I saw the most beautiful thing. It was colorful, just rainbow colors everywhere shooting out. And it was of sacred geometrical shapes. When I woke up, I couldn't remember what the shapes were. But I remember in the dream, and it was either, so it was either Metatron's cube or the tree of life. And I used to work with Metatron's cube a lot, so it's really funny that I can't remember. And really funny that I can't remember if the tree of life actually is within the Metatron's cube. But that actually may very well be, because I know that basically everything, like all the different shapes, are within Metatron's cube. So I look forward, and like I said, I'm seeing this magnificent form of sacred geometry, full of rainbow colors shooting out everywhere. And I just stop in awe, and I'm just staring at it. And I yell out, oh my God, it's beautiful. Do you see it? And no one in the truck could see it. No one in the truck could look and see what I saw. They saw a storm. They saw a mass of debris, scary thing heading towards us, except for the girl next to me. Except for the girl next to me on my left, the girl who had the boyfriend. And I heard her say, yes, I see it. I see the rainbow colors, and I see the sacred geometrical shapes. She saw it. And I said, yes, oh my God. And we're just staring at it in awe. It's beautiful. I remember it was so vivid. This part was so lucid. It was so beautiful. And I remember how I felt in that moment. I said, wow. I closed my eyes and I made a decision. I said, I will not be afraid. It's coming towards me. And if this magnificent form takes me, then it'll take me. And I will not be afraid. And I won't die. Although I perceive this as death, although everyone else perceives that they might die, I'm not really going to die. This thing, this form, it's gonna take me somewhere. That's what it is. It's gonna take me somewhere. And I embrace that. I'll do it. I'm ready. So I open my eyes and I'm really calm, and I face my family member. This person is actually sitting right in front of me. Like, when I look straight forward, this person is there. And so I cup this person's face gently like this. I say the person's name and I say, I love you. Then I turn towards the group and I said, I love all of you. Then I said, please tell, and then I stopped because for whatever reason in that moment, I could not remember. I had the knowing that I had a partner. I had the knowing that I had someone. And this is the part where I'm not sure if it was pieces of memory from this life, this reality, bleeding through into that reality or not. I'm not sure. But I was trying really hard to remember my partner's name, to remember Ty's name. And I'm sitting there and then I started getting frustrated and I went like this. I'm like, it was really funny. I'm like, tell. And then I started like sifting through names. I'm like, why can't I remember my partner's name? And literally I remember all this going through my head and like sifting through names and exes. And it's funny because in this reality, I can remember names of some of my exes in this reality. So I'm sifting through them and I'm going, no, that's not him. No, that's not him. And I'm like, and then I just give up and I'm like, tell my boyfriend I love him. And then I close my eyes and I wait. I wait for this magnificent, beautiful, sacred, geometrical form to come and envelop me, to absorb me, to take me away wherever it was going to take me. And next thing you know, nothing happened. I don't remember it taking, nothing happened. Like, I just remember having my eyes closed and then that's it. And then the next memory I have is I'm standing somewhere outside of the truck now with the group of people that I was in the truck with. And I'm talking to that girl who was beside me, the one who also could see what I saw. And I think we were talking about the form, and then she started telling me what her and her boyfriend do. And immediately in my head I said, oh my God, she's a light worker like me. And then we said it out loud to one another. We were like, oh my God, you're a light worker too. And we got really happy and excited. And I remember the feeling I had. I remember feeling at peace, feeling resonance. I felt comfortable. It felt good. The energy felt good. When you are with people, a place, when you are around resonating energy, you know, your energy, your frequency is a match with where you're at or the people you're with. It feels good. It feels right. It just, everything kind of fits. You know what I mean? Nothing feels off. There's no dissonance. And I didn't feel that with her. I literally felt, I was like, wow, this was really good. And I love the fact that her and her partner together work on these projects, these light work projects together. And then she and I, when we were talking about our projects, she said, I don't know if she said it or I said it, or we said it at the same time, but we basically said and came to the same conclusion about how we noticed that we are putting so much effort into planet Earth, into helping humanity, our light work, and that we've been noticing more and more and more, we've been experiencing more and more and more in opposition. Something, some kind of force, something that is trying to stop us. And how at times it seems really hard. Like we want to do this work and we're dedicated, but there's just something. Some kind of force, some kind of group agenda, whatever, something that is trying to push back harder. And we both, when we both said it or whatever, we went, yes, oh my God. I can't believe it. At first I didn't notice it, but yes. And then after that, I remember the family member I mentioned came back to me and was telling me that the place we were in, this facility, they had went ahead and opened back up some kind of like entertainment area, like some kind of water park thing, whatever. I don't know. When I went and looked at it, it kind of looked like a river, but mind you, we're still inside this place. It's an actual place with a roof or something. It's not an open area under sky, under, you know, outside. So it's some kind of like I guess man-made canal river thing inside. There's water and people are floating around in it in their floaties and their tubes and stuff, drinking, and there's music and partying. And she was like, we can still have fun, you know, the storm is past, they say everything is okay. And I just looked around and I was just like, what are they doing? Like I was in awe at how everybody wanted to immediately go back to what they were doing before. It's not like, I didn't feel fear that this form was coming back. I felt like something had changed. Something was different. And I didn't understand why people immediately wanted to return to what they were doing or being entertained. And so I declined the invitation. I said, no, I don't want to be here. It didn't feel right. And that's all I remember, that I woke up. I wanted to share that with whoever decides to be here and listen, watch. Because to me, that experience was so profound. And I shared it with my close friend Belen, And, you know, it resonated with her so strongly too. You know, because, you know, I don't know about you. I don't know who all will be here watching this or what time space you will watch this, right? But in this now moment, it is July the 15th. And so I believe, excuse me, on last Thursday, let me try to pull up a calendar, but last Thursday, excuse me, on the 12th, yes, I don't know how I forgot that. It depends on where you are in the world. So July 12th or July 13th, whatever, there was a new moon in Cancer and either a partial or whole solar eclipse. But even before this astrological alignment took place, astrological event took place, there was so much leading up to this, including all these retrogrades. And there are still cosmic beings in certain retrogrades. And I don't know what it is like for you, but in general, I know because I can feel the collective, and I'm feeling it in my life. There's a lot going on. There's so much chaos. So much. I mean, Mars went retrograde. So first off, so many masculine incarnates are feeling this strongly, and women who have a lot of masculine traits or energy, or anybody who has certain placements in their birth chart with Mars and all these other planets, you're feeling it. You're feeling it. You know what I mean? And there's just so much going on with communication, with anger, with your body, with just so much. Noticing that you feel something coming, or that there are changes occurring. There's stuff going on, and you're trying to fully understand it. And I found this really, really great detailed explanation of the planets through my other soul sister, Radhika. She sent me an amazing explanation from this astrologer who's on Facebook. And he said that the eclipse, literally in astrology, an eclipse is seen or known as a wormhole. It's literally some kind of transition, an actual wormhole. So like, it's actually rather huge, or huge thing taking place. And I don't know, he explained it in this way that I was just kind of like, wow. And the way he explained everything, he also said this has a lot to do with the Great Mother, with the Divine Mother, the Divine Feminine, with our Heavenly Mother, okay? And surrendering to her, surrendering to Mother, especially now we're in Cancer territory, the new moon in Cancer. Cancer has to do with home, with motherly love, and that mother aspect. And so this is what I'm offering to you, my dream and what I found out about with these astrological events, and all this chaos that is flying around and taking place. I don't know if you're aware or not, but usually that happens when change needs to occur. And what I gathered from my dream is that when I wrote it down, I said, I guess that, you know, that form, that being, that storm is what's taking place in my reality here. There's so much going on and so many changes, and instead of me having this internal resistance, internal struggle, where like I can feel how uncomfortable all of this is that's going on in my life. What's going on in me and Ty's life. We are still trying to find the right place to live. You know, there's so much going on, just so much. And it's like, you want a chance to breathe. But if I can stop resisting it as much as I can, if I can try, and anytime I feel resistance within, and I can tell I'm resisting because I'll notice my body's tense, I'll be biting my nails, biting the inside of my mouth, which I haven't done in forever, but when I get anxious, I'll nibble on the inside of my mouth, my nails, or you know, or my body's super tense, or I clench down my jaw. If I can just have the awareness that I am in ego, that I am in resistance, and just whatever it is that's uncomfortable, whether it is a person who's being highly rude to me, which that's been happening, whether it is some kind of disagreement with my partner, which has been happening, if it is about finances, which has been happening, if it is about feeling unhappy about the place I'm in, which has been happening, if I can bring myself back to the now moment and have that awareness to stop the fight or flight response, to stop the survival mode, to bring my awareness here in the now and say, I let go, and I let go of fear. Whatever it is that's taking place, all this shit flying around and all this stuff that seems like a crazy storm, if I just say, I let go, and if I can truly see it for what it really is and look beyond it, not at surface, right? At surface, it just seems like someone being an asshole, like your partner is being a jerk or not understanding, or that, you know, you're struggling, or blah, this or that, whatever, or your life just sucks right now. If I can see beyond that, I will see that truly there is something sacred happening that is going to transform me and my situation and take me somewhere if I allow it and embrace it. So I know that I talk about that in so many other ways, but it's amazing that I actually had an experience, a dream, and I wanted to share that with whoever decides to be here and listen and be encouraged and inspired through this very transformative time in this reality, in this realm. We're all experiencing, and it's all to move through things, to learn, and definitely to transmute, and to help with the evolution of your soul and the evolution of the consciousness, the collective consciousness of the planet. And just know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And there's always a balance. So when it's hard, there'll be a tough period, but you won't stay there forever. There will be the opposite of that. And you are also a creator. You have to remember that you can create, you can manifest. And although it's really fucking hard during times of high stress and chaos, it's harder to remember your spiritual tools. It's harder to remember how to bring yourself back into the now and to clear your space and to set intentions, to take control of your mind, to reclaim your power and be in your power and in your space and in your body. Be embodied. I know it's tough, but as many times as you can, remind yourself of that and bring yourself back. Bring yourself back and utilize what you know. But just know that in the end, everything is okay. We're just going through something really, really transformative. Highly transformative. I'm not exempt from that. I'm not perfect. I'm going through experiences too. We all have our individual experiences and lessons and our jobs, especially if you are awakened and know why you're here on planet Earth. And even if you know that you're here for a reason but may not know what you're supposed to do yet, you still know what I'm talking about. You know that you're here for a specific reason. So we all have our assignments, our missions, and things to heal and transmute. May you be blessed. May you remember that you are divine and that you are light. In essence, you are light. May the light guide you. Namaste. Mitakoe oyasin. Aroha nui.